وفتح المعابر لإيصالها، والكونغرس والإدارة سيستمران في الضغط على كل من يمد الفريقين بالسلاح. وكذلك تم تعزيز حظر الأسلحة على دارفور، وهذا أمر مهم. أمريكا تستمر في التركيز على مسألة قطع كل ما يمد الحرب. للإدارة القادمة، يعني هل تواصلت معك إدارة ترامب لتعرف عن تطورات ملف السودان؟ نعم، هناك خط تواصل، وأيضا رئيس لجنة الشؤون الخارجية في مجلس الشيوخ يتواصل معنا باستمرار، هو وفريقه كذلك في مجلس النواب. هناك أعضاء يتكلمون معنا. أعتقد أننا سنرى سجلا مستمرا للدعم من قبل الحزبين لإيجاد حل للوضع في السودان، ونحن نعمل من دون هوادة في هذا المجال. أمس كان لدينا أيضا 40 شاحنة دخلت إلى الخرطوم أو 40 قافلة، ورأينا أيضا أن هناك عمليات نقل جوي تصل إلى مناطق مختلفة في السودان. ولكن هناك أيضا مآسي كقصف مخيم زمزم وقتل عشرات المدنيين. نتمنى أن تعلق هذه الممارسات. قلتم قبل ذلك أن هناك من يضغط على البرهان لأن لا يذهب إلى جنيف وأن لا يجلس للتفاوض مع قوات الدعم السريع. أنت ذهبت إلى بورسودان بعد أن التقيت بالبرهان، هل ما زلت أيضا تصر على أن هناك من يضغط على البرهان؟ نعم، هناك جزء من الائتلاف فيما يتعلق بالجيش، وطبعا هناك مؤسسات تريد المحافظة على وحدة البلاد ولا تريد تقسيمها، ويجدر على الجميع أن يفهم أن السلطة المدنية أساسية لمحاسبة الجيش، ولكن كثيرون لا يرون الوضع بهذه الطريقة ولا يريدون العودة إلى السلطات المدنية. نرى أيضا أشخاص من إدارة البشير السابقة الذين يستفيدون من هذه الحرب. على المدى الطويل لابد من فترة انتقالية تعيد الحكم المدني، ولا بد أيضا من تعزيز. سؤالي الأخير لك، هل ستقوم بعد لقائك بالبرهان بلقاء قائد قوات الدعم السريع، وهل لديك أي جهود لجمع الرجلين على طاولة واحدة للمفاوضات؟ ما تمكنا منه هو فتح خط تواصل مع الجيش ومع قوات الدعم السريع، ليس فقط لنا بل للشركاء الذين يعملون معنا. في الأشهر الخمسة الماضية تمكنا من أن نجتمع كل أسبوع مع الشركاء لتخطي كل الحواجز التي تمنع وصول المساعدات الإنسانية. على مستوى الدبلوماسية يمكننا أن نتواصل للتقدم فيما يتعلق بالمساعدات الإنسانية. أمريكا أيضا تريد أن تركز على النتائج، وأحيانا نريد أن نتسرع، ولكن أتوقع أن تستمر هذه النتائج الجزئية في الأشهر المقبلة. كذلك فيما يتعلق بالبرنامج الغذائي الدولي الذي عزز من جهوده لتوفير المساعدات. في نهاية المطاف، لإنهاء معاناة الشعب في السودان لابد للفريقين من التفاوض والاتفاق. لك السيد بريالو.
أنا داير أرسل رسالة. I want to send a message in English as well for Congress. Thank you for speaking, about your opinion about Sudan. But we want to tell you, as Sudanese people, not just Islamic group, we are a victim of that groups back in the day. But we all agreed as Sudanese people. Like you said, we do not need no civilian to speak in our behalf. There is no anyone being elected, especially progressive group. They are the political supporter for the RSF, the Rapid Support Forces. They kill our women and children. They even rape men. This is not acceptable and is not respect for our decision as Sudanese people. Let us to choose our own democracy. We are not asking Democrat to tell us in the long run or short run we have to have democracy and people to be in power. We will, from civilian, we will choose our own democracy. We will choose our own election. All the tribes of Sudan, they agreed. They will stick together and we will fight as one under the command of General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. He's the president of Sudan. And it don't mean it's just him because his name is General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. No, this is what it meant to be, and this is outside attack to divide our country. This is not somebody we can sit and negotiate with. They are criminal. They rape our women and children. Do you accept in the United States to sit and negotiate with the rapers? They have to go to prison. And killers, they have to be prosecuted. This is what happened to us. This is a terrorist attack committed by United Arab Emirates. Unfortunately, Democrat never put that title to United Arab Emirates as a terrorist country. Never put that title to RSF because the Rapid Support Forces, you guys wanted to make it easy for you guys because they are affiliated with terrorist people around Africa, in Mali, in Uganda, the one threatening us there. Even the army leader, he tried to take over our country, Khartoum, and he apologized. Who they are to tell us what to do? Mr. Tamborello, you are meeting with United Arab Emirates, the one they killing us, use us, abuse us, and how we're going to sit and negotiate with someone they kill us and to be observer like United Arab Emirates. You do not talk to a real people, us. That's why you said it, all of us, we do not need to go back to no civilian government. We need the General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan to take over. I hate to say I'm from this tribe or from that tribe, or from this, but it's a fact. I am from the Ja'ali tribe, is in North Sudan, and our deputy supervisor of the Ja'ali tribes. So with the S, we all agreed we are one of the biggest tribes in Sudan. We are millions of us. We all agreed under the command of General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. He's a general and he's the president of Sudan. And we want United States Democrat and Republican to understand, to respect this. And this message for the president, the one I voted for, and we all voted for, and as president of United States, to correct all those damage being happened from Democrat to Sudan and misleading the world by a fight between two generals. Sometimes that's what they said, and sometimes they want to punish us and punish our government in Sudan, and they tell us to reconstruct Sudan army with a criminal from the RSF, the Rapid Support Forces, the one they used to call them in the past, the Janjaweed. And this is for Mr. Donald Trump to respect our decision, and in behalf of those Sudanese tribe, and then from the Ja'ali tribe, and the leader of the tribe, and he said it, the deputy supervisors of the Ja'ali tribes, Muhammad Ibrahim Bek, and in behalf of all of us, and it's not, we all agreed about Sudanese government. The ruler is General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and the army of Sudan is been more than 100 years. We do not need no country to reconstruct our army. The RSF, they are criminal, they are terrorists, and we announce them today, even from United States as well. Me as a spokesman and a president of Sudanese American Justice and Equity Association. The RSF, they are a terrorist group in Sudan. They committed a crime against humanity. And even me personally, my son is being killed there. I have uncle being killed there, and it's not acceptable. And this is very disrespect for us. They was targeting these people on a certain tribes, and they threat us, the Ja'ali tribe, to be wiped. And this is, they said it in national television. One of their leaders come on from the RSF or the Rapid Support Forces, and we need Democrat and Republican to understand this is a crime against humanity, and they should be announced and pointed as a terrorist groups, as well as my uncle and my grandfather. His name is Mahyaddin Ahmed Abdullah. He was one of the people free Sudan from Britain, and he was a general. They killed his son, 80 years old, in front of his house. His father, he was in the army, so they're killing women and children belong to father or a son, related to Sudanese army. They call us, we are from all of us, we should be finished and to be wiped. This is a crime against humanity, and we need the United States to understand that and their political supporters, those RSF, they call themselves the Freedom and Changes. Now they changed their name to Progressive Group, and their leader is the previous Prime Minister Abdullah Hamidok. They stole our democracy in Sudan, and they lie to you guys about they are only civilian represent Sudan. That's a lie, and they mislead Congress every time. Mr. Tamborello keeps saying the previous regime will take over. I'm one of the victims of those regime. No, there is no previous regime coming over. My grandpa, he never ever, because as in army intelligence, and he was a general in the army since Sudan free from Britain, and he's one of those people. Even they was there when they was having the anthem being said and the Sudanese flag is being put up. He was the one, he was the head of the people in his horse. He said, don't mean he's going to be the leader. He died now. But what I'm trying to say, his son being killed, we are not a Kazan or Kizan, like he said, or from the, we are Muslim. Sudan is all Muslims. But unfortunately, the freedom and changes, they make it toxic. And we do not promote gayness. And we do not support gayness. Can Democrats respect us? نحن لا ندعو لمثلية جنسية. ديمقراط سواء كان من أولهم لآخرهم احترمونا يا أخي. Why you guys as Democrat not listening to Sarah Jacob, what she said? That's why we're asking the wisdom and support for those good Democrats to speak. But unfortunately, we'll try to send another message. As Muslim, we do not support gayness. The RSF, those people being supported by the Freedom and Changes, they support gayness. In Sudan is being refused to do so. Do you know they took something not belong to them? That's something belong to one of the, is a religious place, is belong to Muslims to memorize Quran being given to one he represent a gayness community, and we do not have no something like that be called in Sudan. This is all just to be the ruler, to obey Democrat agenda. Ali Mas did not even want to vote Democrat anymore because of those fake agenda and toxic agenda. Those how we're going to wait for Democrat to bring justice to Sudan. That's why as Sudanese American, we never ever will vote Democrat again. That's why we vote Republican. We all Donald Trump. We support you, support us, and please help Sudan government and build the bridge. نحن بنادي أنه كل العالم مجموعة غحط لا تمثل السودان، وهم من سرق الثورة السودانية، وكلنا كنا دايرين حكم مدني ديمقراطي، لكن ديل ما بمثلونا، ديل حسالة، ديل بدعوا للمثلية الجنسية وبدعوا لحاجات حتى السودانيين ما بدعوا لها. يا أخي ما شرط أكون كوز يا أخي، نحن ضحايا الكيزان كنا زمان، نحن موجودين في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية بسبب الكيزان، وما بنقول لكم، نحن بنقول يعني ليه نحن قبيلتنا كذا وكذا، لكن بنقول لكم نحن حتى على مستوى قبيلة ما بتمثلونا وما عندنا زول بيمثلنا من غحط. لو مسكنا كل القبائل, all the tribes of Sudan is being united, and the deputy supervisor of the Ja'alis tribes, he announced all of them and they all come together as one. We are more than 688 tribes. We all agreed all to stay as one together. 99% of the tribes to stay together as one under the command of General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, President of Sudan, and we criminalize the RSF, or the Rapid Support Forces, for the crime against humanity for all Sudanese, and especially as well in Madani, in Al-Jinaina, especially for the Masalit. 7,000 people from the Masalit tribe being killed and buried alive in one day. Can you respect us Democrat? This is not about civilian to take over. We have our own tradition. يا أخي نحن عندنا عادات وتقاليد. المساليت كتر منهم 7,000 من المساليت، ونحن بنحيي كل الترايب أو المكونات السودانية ورجال الدين والإدارات الأهلية وكل القبائل السودانية اللي اجتمعت برجل واحد، وكلهم وقفوا تحت قيادة الجيش البرهان، يعني رئيس للسودان، وكلنا جيش وكلنا البرهان. Now even we have the what they call it, المقاومة الشعبية المسلحة، في كل السودان أكثر من 5 مليون under the command of General عبد الفتاح البرهان. الناس دي ممكن ينتهوا منهم، لكن مشكلتهم قاعدين في بيوت الناس. Those people, they are in our houses. They're using human being as human being shield. a shield. So this is killing human beings. That's why Sudanese army, they will be taught in an army academy, because they're killing them one by one, to take them like you picking one by one, not taking all, to protect civilian. Respect Sudan as Congress and build a relationship. A country like that have more than 60 million, very united, never be divided. And we want to ask Congress, to ask those Democrats, why they allowed a genetically modified wheats to be delivered and shipped to Sudan as aid through the United Nations. This is killing human beings. This is against humanity. And we want to ask again, this is in all over the social media. Do you guys see the rapid support forces raping women and children on social media? 5 and 6 guys, 14 and 15 years old girls, even them. Even women, men, they post all that in the social media. This is clear. This is not a CNN to tell us, or Fox News to lie about what's going on in Sudan. United Arab Emirates, they are terrorists. And United States need to acknowledge. Democrat, they misleading the whole world and Congress. Anthony Blinken lie, and don't listen to him, please, Donald Trump. And the only time he said the truth, he was in the United Nations. Back then, he disrespected Sudanese president. And to tell him, come over here, sit, and United Arab Emirates, they will be observer. How they kill us and use us, abuse us, and they're criminal, and to be observer. It didn't make sense. Do you pay a ticket before you go to court? Don't disrespect us, police, as Sudanese American or Sudanese. We know the law. We made that country, United Arab Emirates. Do you know United Arab Emirates since 1971? We're not stupid. We are very knowledgeable. Even if you didn't stay, even if some people, they didn't study law, we still know what's going on. This is on behalf of Sudanese American Justice and Equity Association. I'm asking you as Congress to have me to represent Sudan and my tribe in Sudan. As we said it, we all united under the command of General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. We need to enhance the rapid support forces and the freedom and changes, all progressive groups, and Abdullah Hamadok, Maryam al-Sadiq, Siddiq al-Sadiq al-Mahdi, Khalid Umar, mulagab bi Khalid Silik, his nickname Silik, and Ja'far Safarat, Ja'far, his nickname Safarat. All of them, they as a terrorist group, and they commit a crime against humanity. They are the rapid support forces leader, political supporter. And they mislead Congress, and they took money, and they get money from the Chatham House to sell out. This is not acceptable from Democrat, and that's why we vote Republican. Respect us. Even Tahir Hajar, now he want to make government. We don't even know where you're going to create it. The government, maybe in air, but he don't represent us. All the tribe of Sudan, all united. كل القبائل السودانية، رغم أنه نحن أعوذ بالله من قبائل، لكن نحن قبائلنا وناسنا والسودانيين ككلمة واحدة. إذا كان أمريكا هي agrees about names and title, they all agree to support Sudan Army. Can you respect us? نحن كل إذا كانت أمريكا هي بس بتحتلف بقيادات وأسماء، نحن كل القيادات في السودان قبائل وإدارات أهلية متفقين أنه بيمثلنا الجيش السوداني، وما بتمثلنا هذه الحفنة اللي بتتكلم بصوت عالي، وهم مفروض يخشوا السجون. وبنتمنى من أي دولة, we wish from every country, if they capture the RSF or the freedom and changes or progressive groups, even Khalid Bakri al-Jak, to put them in a local, to give them to a local authority, so they can be given to Sudanese authority, so they can be sued by law and they can face judgment. This is against our country and against our people. Please respect us.